Life is amazing.
Edge Nation, this is your boy CitizenEdge coming through with another banging videos. If you haven't already, I want you to like, comment, and subscribe. And make sure you ring that bell to stay updated with the latest and greatest of information. You see the title, you see the thumbnail, so let's get right into it. But hold up, you already know what it is. Time to pay the bills. Do you have a holster? Do you want a holster? Do you want to get a better holster? Then yes, you need better holsters. Click the link in the description below whenever you come into the market for a gun holster. Also, whenever you shop at Amazon, think about your boy. Make sure you click in the promo code CitizenEdge-20. Once again, CitizenEdge-20 whenever you shop on Amazon. Now all of this will help out the channel greatly. It will go for camera equipment, range time, ammo, all the good stuff to make sure your experience here at CitizenEdge is the best possible. Now we got that out the way, let's do a weapons check. Hold up, even outside when I'm changing the ambiance up, you always got to be prepared. I told y'all, stay alert, safe, and smart. Things can happen at any moment, so you got to be packing. Let me show you what I have. As you know, Glock 17, always one in the chamber, all day, every day. Or as you may well know, I've been reading the book Negroes With Guns by Robert Williams. Please check out my videos before my most recent one so you can understand the mindset then and now of what we as Black Americans are up against when it comes to Black oppression and the Black experience. Also, look at my previous video regarding reading without the rainbow so you can catch up on the storyline, okay? So I'm going to pick up from here, and it starts off with a news article that I want to show you, okay? All right, read that. Citizens fire back at Klan. So let's pick it up from there. At the time of our clash with the Klan, only 3 Negro publications, the African American, or Afro-American, the Norfolk Journal and Guide, and Jet magazine reported the fight. Jet carried some pictures of the self-defense guard. Our fight occurred 2 weeks before the famous clash between the Indians and the Klan. We had driven the Klan out of our country into the Indian territory. The national press played up the Indian Klan fight because they didn't consider this a great fight. The Indians were a tiny minority, and people could laugh at the incident as a sentimental joke. But no one wanted Negroes to get the impression that this was an accepted way to deal with the Klan. So the white press maintained a complete blackout about the Monroe fight. After the Klan learned that violence wouldn't serve their purpose, they started to use the racist courts. Dr. Parry, our vice president, was indicted on a trumped-up charge of abortion. He is a Catholic physician, and one of the doctors who had been head of the county medical department drove 40 miles to testify in Dr. Parry's behalf, declaring that when Dr. Parry had worked in the hospital, he had refused to file sterilization permits for the county welfare department on the ground that this was contrary to his religious beliefs. But he was convicted and sentenced to 5 years in prison and the loss of his medical license. All right, we're going to talk about the kissing case. In October 1958, 2 local colored boys, David Simpson, age 7, and Hanover Thompson, age 9, were arrested on the charge of rape, which is punishable in North Carolina by death. This was the infamous kissing case. What had happened was that David and Hanover got into a game of cowboys and Indians with some white children one afternoon. After a while, the white girls in the group suggested they play house. One of the little white girls, Sissy Sutton, sat on Hanover's lap and suddenly recognized Hanover as her old playmate. Hanover's mother worked for Sissy's mother, and until Hanover reached school age, his mother had taken him with her when she went to work at the Sutton house. That is setting the precedent here, basic game. Girl recognized the guy or the boy as an old classmate. So you already know, friendships, emotions spark up, right? The kids. When this little girl discovered that Hanover was her old playmate, she kissed him on the cheek. Later on in the afternoon, she ran home and told her mother how she had seen Hanover and how she was so happy to see him again that she had kissed him on the cheek, okay? Sissy's mother got hysterical when she heard this and called the police before the 2 boys have gotten home. Before the two boys had even gotten home, they were arrested and thrown into the county jail. If a person is arrested for rape in North Carolina, check this out. He kissed her. She kissed him on the cheek, right? She kissed him on the cheek, right? And so far, he was arrested for rape. Let me read this again. When this little girl discovered that Hanover was her old playmate, she kissed him on the cheek. Later on in the afternoon, she ran home and told her mother how she had seen Hanover and how she was so happy to see him that she had kissed him. Sissy's mother got hysterical when she heard this and called the police. Before the two boys had even gotten home, they were arrested and thrown into the county jail. If a person is arrested for rape in North Carolina, he is not permitted to see anyone for a period of time while the police investigate. Therefore, the police didn't notify the boys' parents. They're minors. I don't know what the laws were back then, but come on now. All right? There was no rape. Kissed him on the cheek. The girl seemed to be on the boy's side. Of course, they're not going to take the little girl's word for it. But come on, man. A few days later, when we finally found out what had happened and where the two missing boys were, we tried to help. But the National Office of NAACP wouldn't have anything to do with this case because it was a sex case. Are you serious? A sex case? For real? A 7-year-old white girl had kissed a 9-year-old Negro boy on the cheek, and the National Office didn't want any part of it. The children were sent to the reformatory soon after they were arrested. I called the civil rights lawyer, Conrad Lamb, and he came down from New York. First thing, he went to talk with Judge Hampton Price, who had passed sentence. The judge said to Lamb that he had a separate but equal hearing. Lamb asked him what he meant by separate but equal hearing, and the judge told him how on the morning of the trial, he had called Miss Sutton and her daughter, and Miss Sutton had made a statement, and they were sent home. Then, in the afternoon, the two Negro mothers were summoned to the judge, and their boys were brought in. Then the judge said to Lynn, I told them what Miss Sutton had told me, and then since they were guilty, I sent them up for 14 years in the reformatory. All right, I'm going to stop there. You know, this is getting me pissed off, all right? This is a picture of the two boys, okay? Let me see here. All right. It's crazy, man. Doesn't make any sense. So, this is why it's so important. When cases like this happen, it doesn't matter, you know, what case it is. An injustice is an injustice. But when we have little kids involved, that's going to raise tensions within our own community and the opposing community, okay? So you have to be prepared as parents, as people, as a community. So make sure you subscribe, like, comment, share this video. I'm putting forth an effort to have actual people meet up so that we can come and join as a community. You know, good shooting, good conversation, open mind, all right? Everybody's inclusive. Those who are like-minded, of course, are more than welcome. In the meantime, in between time, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Edge Nation, it's your boy, CitizenEdge.
Never stray away. Keep up, before I fly away. Echoes as you fade away.